स्वाध्याय टीवी। डॉक्टर बाबा साहेब आंबेडकर ओपन यूनिवर्सिटी।
Namaste. I am Dr. Hiren Joshi. Welcomes you once again to this crash course on HTML. In last session, we have covered that what is web application, what are their types like static web pages and dynamic web pages. Then we consider what softwares are required to develop web applications. Then we consider about basics of HTML, full form of HTML, and we have considered few tags. As we know that tags are known as a element also, and tag can have attributes also. A tag is always in pair, tag starts in angle bracket and a tag close with slash and tag name. So, let us start with the next point of HTML. Just recap, in last section we have considered our agenda that we introduction to web application, softwares required. These softwares include client side softwares, or to develop any web application we may require web server as well as server side scripting language, like for if you want to develop open source web application, then we require WAMP as a web server, PHP is a server side scripting language, MySQL as a database and some editor, and to view as a client side we may require any browser like Internet Explorer, Chrome or Mozilla Firefox. Then we come to the HTML. So, as we know that HTML is a acronym for hypertext markup language, and HTML is not case sensitive. So, either you write in small case or uppercase or camel case or any other case, it will be treated as a same. Then we, as I say, tags can be written in angle brackets and tags are generally written in pairs. Some tags can be optional, that you if you do not specify closing tag, it will works fine as well. In last session, we have also described the page structure, that HTML is a root tag and its closing tag. Inside HTML there is a head section or head tag. Inside head there should be title, but this head and title are optional. You can write directly with HTML and then come to the body tag. Inside body you write main content of your HTML pages. Inside body whatever your content that you should write. Then we consider that tag can have attributes also. So, it is optional, tag can have attribute or tag cannot have attributes. It is not required that each tag must have attributes. Then we consider head element, head as a title and link, and we take example that how you can describe title using title. If you provide title, it will display on the title bar of your browser. Same way if you provide link, so link can be either CSS or favorite icon means favicon. So, through favicon you can display your pictures or any other pictures in the title bar of your web pages. Now, we consider body element. So, in body we discuss about background. So, background will shows background of your HTML page, or you can provide some background color, color of your text which is defined as a text attribute. Here the tag is body, but its attribute is text, and you define color, and we discussed that color can be either constant name like red, green, blue, etc., or it can be defined as a hexadecimal value by providing hash and 6 digit of hexadecimal value. First 2 digit represents red color value, next 2 digit represents green color value, and last 2 digit color last 2 hexadecimal value represents blue color value. So, combination of this RGB value means hash and 6 digit of hexadecimal value will display a particular color. Next come to the headings. So, HTML provides many various types of headings. These headings started with tag H1, which is considered as the largest one, and H2 is the smaller than H1, H3 is smaller than H2, and so on up to H6. Let us take a one simple example. For example, I will open my notepad as a by default editor to write a code. So, I first write HTML and I close that tag as a /HTML. It is always good practice that when you open the tag, immediately you should close the tag. So, you will never get the error that your tag has been closed open, but not closed. So, it is always good idea that as you open the tag, immediately close the tag and write in between whatever you want to write. Now, I write body tag without any attributes, and inside that let me write H1. This is heading 1 /H1. This is closing. Then I can write H2 you can write up to whatever value you like. Let us say for example, to make it simple, I just make copy paste the same code, and here I define H3, H4, H5 and H6. Same way closing I have to write H6, H5, H4 and H3. This is tag 3, 4, 5 and 6, and now I can save this file. So, just I go to the file, click on save as it is notepad, I will save it as a .html file. So, I write heading.html. Now, as we know, to open this file I have to open my browser. Let us say I open Mozilla Firefox. This is the browser which I frequently use. So, go to the Alt F, open file, and open file I have to choose that I have just create heading tags, heading.html this file, and if you click on open, so this file has been opened. So, look at this is heading 1, this is heading 2, heading 3, heading 4 and so on. So, this is heading tag, heading 1 is the largest one, heading 6 is the smallest one. You can define alignment also, like alignment can be any position. Say for example, if I write H1 align is equal to center. So, this now I just save it and need to reload this page. So, you can get that H1 is now on center of my web page. Alignment can be center, left, right, etc. Horizontal alignment is available. So, this is example, you can write anything such code in HTML. Next tag is P. P stands for paragraph and it is container type. HTML has mainly two types of tag, one is known as a inline tag, another one is known as a block tag. So, block tag or container tag are same name. Container or block tag means another tag can be put inside that tag. Let us say for example, H1. So, H1 or P is a paragraph, these all are block tag or container tag. So, inside that tag you can add another tag, but like say for example, BR tag. So, BR tag is used to break the line, but it is inline tag. So, this inline tag cannot embed another tag inside that particular tag. So, P is a container type or block level tag, you can add alignment also, and if you write multiple time P's, it will not create multiple blank lines, because generally block level tags as you write it will put one line blank after it, but multiple P will not create multiple blank lines. If you want to use multiple blank lines, you should use multiple times BR tag, and when you start P To open the paragraph, to close the paragraph, you can use /p. However, /p is optional. This is example, like you can write anything text or in it. If I just copy and paste this program, so that can be also used. Let us say for example, I just create new file and I just need to write HTML tag. HTML is case insensitive, so either I write it capital letter, small letter, it does not make any difference for me. I will save as p.html and my file type should be all files. Now I save it, let me open it, or I can directly write it if I know the path. So I will write p.html. So look at this is paragraph. Now as I say, though I create 3 times p, it will not create 3 multiple lines, but if I write 3 times br tag, means break tag, and I save it and just check it. So look at this will be take multiple times of blank lines. So this is the difference between p and br tag, but it is very useful tag, because to create a paragraph you can start one paragraph, give its alignment, and inside whatever your content you would like to write, you can write it. Next is pre-formatted text. HTML is not formatted by default. Say for example, if you write code such type of that, but without PR if you write, let us say if I write that code, or let me open pre.html file if I created. So it will be displayed as it is as I type. If you want to see the code of this HTML file, you can use shortcut key Ctrl U as well. That will shows you the source code for your HTML file. So inside here I use PR, but if I remove the PR tag from my notepad's pr.html file, let me open it. I just go to the pre.html file and I will open it, and now if I remove PRE, PRE stands for pre-formatted. So my text should be pre-formatted. Now I remove PR tag. So HTML will display all this in the one same line. I just reload it, save it. Look at here, it will be not pre-formatted, it will be considered as a continuous statement. HTML will not even break the line until you explicitly told to do so. So this PR tag is very handy when you want to formatted some text. So you should use PRE tag or pre-formatted tag. Next point is special characters. So HTML support many special characters, like if you want to use less than sign, you should use ampersand, LT, semicolon to display the less than symbol. Same way for greater than, ampersand, quote and space. And colors, we have learned that many predefined colors, as well as you can use hexadecimal value to display colors. Same way there is a one more attribute, the attribute is called font, because if you define inside body text is equal to color, so that color will be applied to the whole body, but you want to differentiate some sentence or something by some another color, you should use font tag. Let us take one example. Say for example, I will create a new file and let us write our HTML code with body, and in body we know that there is a one attribute called text is equal to, let me write red, and write this is first line BR, this line color is, let us say, green. Now I save this file, save as and I will save as a font.html. I just save it and let us open font.html. So, look at, as I define in my this tag text is equal to red, both the line will display as a red. Say for example, I would like to define this one as a green. So, I can write font and color is equal to green. Let me save it and just reload this file. So, look at, this line will be green, not only line, even if you want to display only the green in green, you can write this color is font green, that is it. So, now only that particular green will be displayed as a green, but again you should be cautious when you use, because now if I write this line color is blue. So, I have not closed the font tag, it will be again display as a blue, again display as a green. So, it is better idea you should close your font as well, and if you want to use new font you should define font and you write color is equal to blue and you should define /font. File, save and reload. So, look at, that will be works fine. Same way font tag has some other attributes like face. By default browser has a Times New Roman font. If you want to display some another font, Times New Roman is a sans font, but like Arial or some other type sans serif font you want to use, you can define that font family also, or font face is equal to also. Let us say face is equal to, if I write here Arial. So, my that particular third line font will be changed. Look at here, this is sans font, this is sans serif font. I can zoom it to show you very clearly difference between these two. Same way, if you want to determine size, you can also determine sizes also. Size value can be 1 to 7, 7 is considered maximum. Let us say if I define size is equal to 4 and click on save and reload. So, that line has a larger size. So, this is various attributes that you can use with font tag. So, this is the same example I have just write it here. Deprecated Elements is the World Wide Web Consortium or W3C has initially defined this HTML tags. At that time cascading style sheet or CSS is not used, but in the near future, or sorry, in the before few years, the CSS or cascading style sheet is frequently used. So, now no one use this attributes with font. The reason is that if you define such font and you want to change in your HTML file, consider you have one HTML application which consists of hundreds of pages. So, you need to change all these hundreds of lines, but if you use style sheet and if you use external style sheet, you need to just make one changes and the changes will be applied to all the pages, even it is 1000 pages or 100 pages, it does not make any difference to that. That is why this is nowadays is deprecated element, but still you can use this for your purpose. Now, HTML supports many various types of order list, mainly three types of order list. One is known as a order list, second one is known as a unordered list, and third one is known as a data list. Let us start with order list. So, again I write very simple HTML code by HTML and body, and inside body let me write order list. So, for that the tag is OL for order list. Inside order list you can write list insert, let us say item 1 and /li. So, 1 is list inserted is completed, li item 2. Here can be content, can be any. I write item 1, item 2, etc. You can write whatever thing you like. So, I just save as this file as a ol.html for order list, and now let us execute it by typing here. So, look at here, it will be type 1 and 2. Suppose you want not 1 and 2, but you want A, B, C, D. So, you can type is equal to A, and I will save. So, now it will display as a and B. One more thing you can do with that. Say for example, I want in alphabetic